Hello and welcome back to New Hope Dairy and Cattle Farm. I don't know if you recall that we used to have a problem with the health of our animals deteriorating during the course of the game. Mainly if you played a while and then went out and then signed back in again, and then all of a sudden your animal's health would be at 10, 12, 0%. Well, there's been an update 1.0.1.2, which is essentially the 11th update, and that has apparently fixed this, so we're going to come and have a look. Well, first of all, we can see our cow barn. Now that we've come back in again, it is at 99%, so that sounds about right. If we jump over, it's going to have a look at the individual animals. And oh, what a sprightly little calf. So if we go down to information here, yeah, goes at 100%. So who's not at 100%, bringing us down to 99 basically. Everybody's at 100%. So I'm not quite sure why we're at 99 showing on the barn, but yeah, maybe there's somebody just a little bit under. But yeah, I'm very glad that that's fixed, because of course that would the other thing is that it influenced the productivity. Well, the productivity was most probably also going to drop because of their health. So I don't know if it shows up on here. Does it? Let's have a look. Productivity, there we go. So that's 100%. But if your health is down, your productivity is normally down as well. Now, I didn't check that up on the others, to be honest. I was just more concerned seeing, and we weren't producing. But now that we've had the events of this morning, and we actually have some lactating cows, and quite a few to come through in the next day or so, that has been, will of course become quite crucial. The other thing was that when we left you in the last episode, we had just put 10 bales of silage in here. Let's go and have a look and see if they've all been produced. They should have. Material's missing. So we've still got 41,000 litres worth of methane to be sold. And I think we did have a little, did we put a little bit of silage in? Not silage, slurry. I can't remember. If it was a small amount. Seem to remember a figure of 3,000. So let's have a look and see. So 3,000 probably give us 1,000 odd in income. So if we take that off with whatever income we've got for sold products, 50,000. So we've got about 49,000, I would think. Yeah, somewhere around 49,000 for our silage, for 10 bales of silage. That's not too bad. What is the normal price for silage? 1,000 litres, a secondary product, I think. Silage, yeah, it's pretty much double really. And we've still got some methane to sell as well, so that should bring in. Does methane have a price? Not sure. If we just remember 50,000 when we come to see what happens with the methane. Yeah, I think electric charge and methane automatically sell. So I think that's what it said in the biogas plant mod. Right, so we're getting decent income from there. Right, so what we were going to do now is we have put in some food. Well, we haven't put in food. We put a bit of we put a bit of hay into one of the pens, one of the calf pens. So what I want to do actually is I want to check to see whether we need to build any more calf pens. Right, so what am I going to do? I'm going to go in here. We're going to take out the lactating animals, put them back into the normal barn. And we're going to go into here. We're going to see how many babies. So it's one. That's the baby, so it's one. Nothing there. Venus, she's had hers already. So that's 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 17 babies. So we've got just enough space. 17 plus 2, 19. We've got just enough space at the moment, because each of those, no, we don't, because these only take 5. So we need at least another 2 of these. I'm going to have to build another 2 of those now. Right. Okay there. So maternity ward is starting to look I was going to say good, but look developed, let's put it this way. Right, so we've got food in those 2. I think we'll put the 2 that we've just been born into here now. So let's go and get them out. Right, here we go. And so who do we want to move? Pickles, I think, was one of them. 0 months old, yeah. And Todd. Zero months old as well. So we'll move the selected to trailer, yep. Okay. And we'll just take those over to the pen. I'm trying to remember where I think it was down the front here. Open an animal dialogue, yep. Pickles and Todd. Move selected to husbandry. There we go, 2 calves in there. How cute is that? And they do have water, and they do have food, and they do have straw. There we go. Let's go and take out the 2 mums, and we'll put them back in the herd. They can start producing milk in the right place. We've got 200 litres worth of milk here. We've still got to develop or buy a trailer to move that. Right, so I think Venus was the one. Lactating, yes. And Tiny Dolly. Lactating, yes. Move the selected. Right. We'll take those up to the main barn. Whoops. We didn't close the door, did we? So we've got 8 animals in there now. Thought we had 11 animals in there, minus 2. It feels smooth enough riding along there. Quite happy with that. I'm sure their mates will be very pleased to see them. We'll need to check food levels in here. 12,000. Because we're moving cows around. Oh, why have we only got one in here now? Just gonna have to go and check. We've lost a cow. Right, so we're back at the calving barn. Let's see what's happening with Venus. Is she here? Get my stick out. Pretty sure we had 2 come across. Don't know what's happened. Was it Tiny Dolly? Oh no, Venus is still there. I'm not sure what happened there. Move to trailer. Okay. So now we've got 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 in there. That's good. We know exactly where everybody is now. Still don't know who died overnight. That's a little bit of a flaw for me. The only way you actually know is when you wake up. You get the message saying an animal's died, but you don't know which one's died. That's a bit of a problem for me. But well, it's not a problem. It's just I'd prefer it if they let us know which one died. If there's a way for us to know which one died without, I mean, I've only got 40 odd cows, and I can't work it out at this point in time. I mean, I haven't spent a lot of time trying to, but still. Whoa. Gates, gates, gates. What else were we going to do this afternoon? So I did put in another 24 bales of wrapped grass to make silage, and during the course of the morning, so that's good. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the day. Once we've got this moved over. There she is, Venus. She can go back in here now. Put this back on here. I dropped the stick. I had to reset it to the store because I couldn't find it in the wrong grass. One of the problems with this thing is that if you do drop it, it's very difficult to find without having to use some of the cheats, or luckily there was no animals in there, so I just reset. Right, what is the next thing we were going to do? We need to go and look for a new trailer to move our milk with. So what do we got? What do we have in the way of... We're not going to have huge amounts to start with, so we can start small and then increase the trailer. So we've got, yeah, that one takes how much? 2,000 litres, but it's only water. It's 18,000. How much does that from 2? 6,002. That might be a decent one to have. If we get over 12,000 litres, yeah, we can start at 6,000 and we can increase it. So let's have a look and see. Standard double full. We'll put a double full capacity so that it doesn't cost any more. White, we'll leave it as white because that's our milk tanker. There we go. We've got scope up until 12,000 for that. Running short on fuel, might as well just... Oh, that's not... I want to get it to the styre. Running short on fuel in the case, we'll have to go and get that filled up. I'm not going to put a Bowser on the farm, we've got a fuel station just down the drag here. Right, so where are we now? Oh yeah, we're going to go and fetch our trailer. We'll pick up those 200 litres of milk. Yeah, I think I like this little trailer. I think it's good enough. There we go. It is the modded version, so the base version of this only takes water. Of course we can use this for watering the small plants, but the small barns, but we really don't need to. Start filling. Buffalo milk, 217 litres. Better than a poke in the eye with a pointed stick. It's a friend of mine always used to say. Now, where did we deliver this? There we go. Dump milk. So, what shall we start making? What shall we start making? Bottled milk. Why can't we do cheese here? Oh, cheese, there we go. Car. Activate that. How much? What's the recipe? 20 milk, 18 cheese. And the bottled milk is 20 milk, 30 bottled milk. 720 cycles per month. Cheese is... Yeah, why not? We'll do cheese. We don't want to block the pellets. We're quite happy to have the pellets spawn there. Well, thank you so much for watching. That's where we're going to end this episode. If you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And cheerio.